bears won't attack me. A friendly history of vegetarianism, that which lurks in the shadows. Livia says bread is in the nose and throat. Beasts were tame when she said that. Tracing back the relationship between food and life, we see that it stems from a chemical reaction. Sunlight builds up complex compounds within plants which can be used by animals when consumed and then stored by them, an energy to grow and breed. But that's not enough for you. To see it become a component of fertile soil, the metabolic process by which a living organism puts off the onset of decay. Merely assimilating, from the Greek, meaning change or exchange. Organisms consume food and exude waste. Bears attacked me. They're so delicate. That's why they're those above who can't be loved, asking, why can no one love me? Like a blind dog biting my crotch, this evening is a letter of correction. Sex follows water. Compulsion follows nature into a magazine. There have been 2 marathons to suffer. One was running, the other a poetry reading. With 2 dogs, 2 female dogs, I collaborate. So if we could have a quiet debate for the letter of the sun that burns permanently into my brain, I can say it was a bitch surrounded by the suffering of museums. Sometimes the story, like the man who imagines he is special to the prostitute, like life, goes on and on and on and on so long, you wonder if it's a parody of its own length. Looper, with an epigraph by Olga Sedekova. Why hurry, life? Why chivvy on the hour? You'll soon have time to sew my mouth right up, stitching with iron threads. There are troubles conceiving and whether it's exciting anymore, which has a purpose and such fearsome consequence. Girls in the street look up and away, even though I'm only looking because they're dressed as mummies. Or maybe I look disgusting, feeding myself apricots like a pharaoh. But they were grown from wings and soon rot on the feather, and if you don't eat them in bloom, maybe that's why the girls look away, because I'm ugly, like a lizard, or because I live in my underwear, or because of my fertility, or because I can regenerate limbs, or because I insist on tickling everyone. I'm a good lover though, I get really nervous. A global ice cream headache. In such fair weather, you'll get such friends. Voilem spotting the menu. The clouds gather. I hate my companions, and this destroys morale. I give up. I watch for a tall bridge. The forests I have never seen are cut down. Peasant children cannot take revenge. They will birth, when of age, only a kind of conscious bracket where they can only be friends with each other and can only stay where placed. I am in remembrance, so please do not sit next to me. There are other seats on the bus. That'll do it from the poems, I think. That's depressing enough. Such a joy to be in York. I am a quarter Swedish, so when I'm here I channel my inner Viking. That's what it's all about. And I'm especially happy to be at York St John, because York St John rules, and University of York sucks. So Kim mentioned before there was a snafu with my beautiful book. This was supposed to be the first of multiple launches. Going to be at York and a few other places. No one cares, but there was many readings organised. Today was the first. Didn't work out. Book arrives tomorrow. Terrible. You're missing nothing. Matters not. What it has done, though, is create an interesting scenario. Probably not really interested or familiar with the practice of book buyers. But for some poets, book buying, when a collector comes and tries to buy some of your rare versions of your book, can be a nice little moneymaker. So proof copies of books are exceptionally valuable, because only one exists. For example, this copy, cover's too dark. said to the publisher, the cover's too dark. He said, well, I'm going to have to change, it's going to cost money. I was like, you're going to have to do it. I'm a poet, it's my book, you have to make the change. Only one of these little puppies exists in the whole world. Now, of course, at the moment, not particularly valuable, is it? Wait for it. The man has a mind that makes me happy, thinking ahead. Now, I'm still alive, so it's not that valuable. But this is my 7th book, shockingly. Who would publish me 6 times in a row? Seeing how many people have to go through what you're going through right now, but they have. And my first book, when they sent me the proofs, terrible. Publisher didn't do a good job, the binding was all messed up, there was notes in it. A book buyer bought it from me for £250. Dummy. I said, more for you, sir, you can have that book. Because either I'll be dead and I don't care, I mean, my kids are not going to want that money, or you're going to get rewarded for your long-term bet, right? Good on you. And then the National Poetry Library offered to buy my archive. And I was like, I sold the proof of my first book. And they were like, you shouldn't have done that. So I've learned, from my fingers being burnt, that one should hold on to proof copies. But then I feel so bad. There's no copies of this book here to sell to you. So what I thought maybe is we might do a little auction. All proceeds will go to the charity of me. And what I would say is that if you don't have the cash on you, that's fine. The reading will end. I'll follow you to the cash machine. I'll sign it, lick it, I'll eat it, I'll do whatever you like. Yeah? Okay. It's a warm audience. I feel pretty good about this. You never know, people might say no. Feels like there was ordering off for 50 quid. You seem like a nice man, but do you regret shouting that out loud? Should we start the bidding it? Say what, 5? 5 quid? 5 quid anyway. Anyone's got 5 quid, 5 quid, 5 quid. Okay, so there were 5 quid, 5 quid. Anyone else? 5 quid. 6 quid, 6 quid? Let's go backwards. Start with because people see 10 quid. We have 10 quid over there from Mr. Antony Dunn. Anyone else? Anyone else? 12 quid, 12 quid. Look at 12 quid. Anyone else got 12 quid, 12 quid? We need 12 quids, 12 quids. Okay, places, 12 quid. Come on, don't leave me at... This is the retail price, essentially. Can we have 12 quid?
£10
Did I not... Sorry?
£10 and a pint.
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol. Pint of lemonade. How much is a pint of lemonade? Let's say £11. £11? Because that's how much a lemonade costs you. So £11. £11 is in the white dress at the back. Anymore, £12. £12. When are you going to buy pounds? It's not that much. £12. £12. £12. £12. No, we're going to £12. It's going to go, gentleman in the back with the white collar and the green jumper. £12. £13. Anyone got £13? £15 from Mr. Antony Dunn, he's making you look bad. £15 on the front row from the poet. How much do poets get paid? Not as much as people do real jobs, and he is up £16. Anyone? I'm still going by pounds, just £16. We'll maybe go there. £16, anyone? Ah, lovely, beautiful. Thank you so much, madam. £16 at the back. Any more than £16? £17.50. £17.50? Anyone got £17.50? Anyone got £17.50? No, £17.50 from Mr. Antony Dunn in the front of the room here. Anybody got any £20? Let's just go. £20. Anyone £20? It could be worth thousands if I die in a terrible bus accident tomorrow. I could walk out to the street and get hit by an eagle or killed by a Viking. It'll be worth 10 times £20. Anyone £20 in the room? £20, £20. Anyone saying £20? £17.50. Going once. £17.50. £20 from Mr. Given Places, paid by York St John University. I'm essentially filtering through money from the very institution we are standing in. £20 there to my friend, which makes me sad because I thought you might be my friends in the future, but I know that's not true now. £20 going once, £20 going twice, £21 from Mr. Antony Dunn. Quids in. I'm getting richer by the moment. £22. Anyone £22? £22? £22? I don't feel like the room's going to give me £22. I'm worth £21 to the people in this room. £21 going once, £21 going twice. Sold to Mr. Antony Dunn. Round of applause. I read a few poems. The book is sold. I'd like to be like the cool teacher in school at the end of the term, because we are at the end of the term, and show a film. Katie from Bury St Edmunds dim the lights. Teddy from Sheffield play the film.
My wife wakes up screaming, scaring the animals who care for her. It disturbs my sleep, wakes me up even. But I'm too tired, feeling near the end in the coma of sleep to be upset.
What happened to the Second World War?
But I don't lay my hands on to relieve her cramp. What is everywhere but never visible? What is the difference between that which is inevitable but hidden, and that which vogue it is to try and ignore? Juddering sick people, a sickening populace, blooming, blossoming. The ubiquity and the balance of the thing under your skin you will never really see. You can take it at faith it's there, or come to see 5,000 examples of proof.
Revolt, yes. Revolt, yes. I have to say, the fireworks were spectacular. They were very good. But I mean, a lot of people put a lot of effort into their floats.
Yes, they did.
And I mean, the dignitaries that turned out were quite extraordinary. It was lovely to see the Chelsea pensions too. Yes. Yes.
That's unusual.
Under your finger as you point to the whiteboard, beneath your hand as you scoop cereal into your mouth, under your scalp as you headbutt like a raised goat in the public house, beneath but visible over your chest and middle back, a hog bone pressing through a bone.
People are very pleasant. I mean, we all have one of, generally we'll have one of each general bits in the right proportions, some not necessarily. But they are also different.
The predator tears out a spine like it were a hotted dog, as I do to my sardines. Honestly, it's fine, love. It's all you can do to avoid, to convince yourself you're avoiding it, aware. But it's going one way anyway, afraid or brave, comforted or awkward, white or with small patches of hair, flesh and skin. It is all the same in the end.
Have you been before?
A human pyramid post-mortem. A geometrical presentation that is both aesthetically striking and in this day of limited living space and skyrocketing real estate costs, an eminently practical solution. For it is right the dead should take up less space than when they were living and be divorced in pieces amongst each other. You are witnessing the afterlife, the meadow of a ready real boring land, the heaven where everyone is tired, like on earth, the village where we will all end up, where once more you may trust your neighbour.
I'm sorry, Antony, I couldn't resist it. Just the book is so tasty. That's why everybody should buy a copy. I've ruined it, haven't I? Will you still give me 21 quid for it? I think I've ruined it now. I suppose I've kind of got to give it for free. Save you of the money. As long as I've ruined it. This is what I normally do. It's more fitting if the socialist principles that instead of selling it to the arch capitalist in the room, that I take it to pieces and give it to all of you.
Might tear a chunk. Pull one off and pass it down. Please. Please. Yeah. Bargain. To save we go around to everybody. We give out chunks. You can pass it around. Be so kind. And go on. You must take responsibility and pass it.
I think I would have given you 22.
Yeah? You're going to give me 22 pounds.
They flowing around slowly. Keep on hanging on to them. Tear it up, pass it on. Many people get free poems. Since the last one I had. Oh, I'm going to give you a back cover. Yeah? Souvenir.
Well, depending on the audience, do different things. If I feel like people are bold, I could ask, would anyone like to read the poem that's in front of you? Yeah, any volunteers? Or is it like the auction again? Is this the £21? Yeah? You read one for me, Nathan?
Yeah.
Nathan Walker, everybody.
Formaldehyde. It's got an epigraph by Kurt Schwitters. It is autumn, swans devour the bread of their masters held together by tears. The camera is great. I assume I power it with my face, or is it a robot? The magnifying glass is meant for looking, like eyes. You would not burn an ant with those. A rock, a cup of water, all of these are fingers and hands, built to discover cracks, and they are all I need to clear a path of dirty bathwater and swim burnt to the latrine that has no roof. For example, I think you are ungrateful because of how much others suffer without complaint. This house in the countryside is great though. Did you make it all yourself?
Mr. Nathan Walker.
Isn't it funny when someone else reads what you've done, how better it sounds? Thank you, Nathan. So maybe as a last gesture, I would ask you all to read at the same time. If you have a huge ego, read slow. You'll be the last person talking. I will count down from 3 to 1. And if I get to 1 and I start reading my poem and everyone else is quiet, I will cry. So don't leave me hanging. 3 to 1, just read the poem. Is that cool? Don't you stiff me, University of York. 3, 2, 1, bonus track. You remind me of a sister, but without the love. You are a dark bonus. It's performance time. You are the island pickaxe.
I'm a troll with a nose, a skull with asthma, a human skin suit I haven't visited.
A round of applause for yourself.
Who says we don't give you things to take home after poetry readings? More than maybe you ever wanted.